Here with more is Kayleigh McEnany. Before we get to that, between Swalwell, the Bidens, and China, maybe a little bit ironic considering impeachment in Russia, but yet a very different treatment from a media that you, I believe, know very well.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that they did not cover this, it is journalistic malpractice, to say the absolute least. Look, you had Joe Biden in the early stages of the primary say that China is not a strategic threat to this country, and we all kind of raised our eyebrows that he said that. Well, now we know why, because there was 10 for the big guy, because there was Joe Biden getting involved in the China funds coming into his family. And the fact that you had a dereliction of duty in the press to not even cover this, not even ask a question, to jump on this, call it Russia disinformation. That is what they called it. While meanwhile, they made money, they made big bucks off of using Russia disinformation to go after this president. It is simply remarkable. It should enrage every American. It should certainly enrage the 14% who said they would not have voted for Joe Biden had they known this in advance.
We'll have an update on the January 5th runoff in 19 days for the people of Georgia, those two runoff races. But we had a ruling in Georgia today, and a little bit, let's just say, bizarre to me. On the one hand, the judge is claiming that the claim isn't ripe. On the other hand, you're a little late interviewing at halftime. But with all of that noise in the background, it's imperative that people go out and vote in this whole thing. But why would you have two signature verification systems? One, a very lax system if you send a mail-in ballot, and a very stringent one if you vote in person. How do you not see that as a problem?
Sean, you hit the nail on the head. Every Georgian must go out and vote. We've got to overwhelm the system by having every Trump voter vote. So no matter the degree of fraud or signature matching, we overwhelm the system. So got to vote, yes. But what happened today is one of the single most important things that I think has happened in the last month. The fact that now, moving forward, you have Republicans, local Republicans, saying, look, let's fix this ahead of January 5th. And a judge said, simultaneously, you're too late bringing your claim. This is halftime here as we're early voting, but it's also your claim's not ripe. These are the kind of things that are going to happen over the next few years as Republicans say we need signature match, we can't have mass mail-in voting, and we need a judiciary with a slight bit of courage to stand up and say, yes, we need safeguards in our election. Yes, mass mail-in voting was a problem. It was a rigging of the system in 2020, and we won't let it happen again. Big ruling today. We've got to have integrity for January 5th and beyond.
What is the update now that we're at this late date in terms of the challenges in other states and investigations that are ongoing?
Yeah, there's still ongoing litigation in Arizona. There are a few other appeal options in Nevada and elsewhere. So the president's litigation is ongoing. Make no mistake. Also, in the 4 states that we saw a lot of problems in with those big metro areas, the only metro areas where Joe Biden beat Hillary Clinton, ironically, in those states, there has been an alternate slate of electors voted upon that Congress will decide in January. So we will see what happens. Ongoing litigation. This president's a fighter. He's not giving up. He will fight for the forgotten men and women.